Hey, Vanessa.
Hey Jason, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. And you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. So we've been getting leads about a group of radical Trump supporters who are planning another attack at the Capitol in DC. Your next story will be to pretty much just gather information about the insurrection that took place the last time, and find out what their plans were. And your job is to be an undercover journalist, if you will. You'll be posing as one of them to get information about their plans, their motives, next steps, things like that.
Okay, wow.
Sound like something you can handle?
Sure, I'd love to work on the story.
Great. Well, they tend to have most of their conversations on Parler now due to the fact that a lot of them have been kicked off of the major social media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, etc. So what you'll be doing is basically you'll download the Parler app, make an alias, slide into one of their group chats and blend in.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, I think I got it.
We'll be in touch.
Okay. Wow.
On the surface, Wednesday started like so many Trump rallies had before. But the anger and the tension felt more intense. Congress was about to confirm Joe Biden's presidency, and most here were convinced it was a fraud.
Do you think people are angry today? Absolutely, people are angry. And you can feel it. You can feel the rage, the madness.
Before Trump's speech was even finished, many were already making their way to the Capitol.
At the Capitol steps, right after the Trump speech was finished, people started filing over here. And he started pressing against the Capitol. They started spraying mace and pushing them.
To go find a event to sit down?
Yeah.
So I have this crazy story that I'm working on.
Yeah? How crazy?
So I'm doing the story on what happened at the Capitol, and I'm currently posing as a radical Trump supporter. And I made this Parler account in order to get some details on the group from the group chats.
Honestly, hilarious.
Right, I mean?
Super interesting.
Yeah. I just want to expose these people for the crazies they are.
Here's the thing though.
What?
I've actually never shared this with you before, but
What is it?
I'm actually a Trump supporter.
What? Nelson, when were you planning on telling me this?
I've actually been meaning to for a while, but since I know how passionate you are about your views, I didn't want anything coming between us.
This is a joke, right?
Hey, if you hear me out, I'll explain everything. Okay, I'm not crazy, I'm not a racist or anything like that. Just hear me out.
Okay, I'm listening.
I don't believe everything he says or does, but I just feel like his policies are better for the country as a whole.
How? How can you say something like that? His policies are racist, nationalistic, and not to mention reckless.
Look, I get it. Like, I get whatever he said about the minorities and everything like that, but you know, if you look at the entirety of it, and not just the sound bites the media throws out, you know, people actually are not understanding what he's saying.
Oh my God.
And plus, as aware of the issues as I am in the country, I know that socialism and defunding the police isn't the answer, okay? Having important conversation is.
Where are you getting your facts from?
Babe, it's like if I believe their side or their narrative, all of a sudden I'm a racist. And then, you know, that's not even fair to me. Look at how they cancel all the people on social media for sharing their narrative.
They're just trying to make sure no misinformation is spread. Having fact checkers on social media is not a bad thing.
That's for people to decide for themselves. And not to mention the solid proof that they found that the election was stolen and that there was serious voter fraud.
Most of those claims have been debunked by now. So then what? Would you have been there, storming the Capitol?
Of course not. I was just as disgusted at that as I was with the riots that happened last time.
I don't believe this.
Listen, babe, you don't have to agree with me or change your views at all. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion, and what you want to believe is your decision. But I just thought I'd share a balanced point of view as to why I voted for him and why many others did too.
Oh, you won't have to worry about me changing my mind, for sure. I still think you're full of it, and the facts back me up. And I'm done. I understand your opinion, but I'm done.
So what'd you find out? Vanessa, you okay?
Yes, sorry. I'm here. So, for starters, their plans for the first attack were to threaten the Democrats in Congress to listen to the supposed evidence of fraud.
Uh-huh.
And as far as the attack they were planning on doing this week, it was basically going to be more of what we saw last week. Only they would be hitting multiple locations, Maryland State Capitol, Virginia State Capitol, those places.
Right, I figured as much. I still can't actually believe people voted for this guy.
Yeah.
Well, just send me everything else you have and I'll check in with you again soon.
All right. Jason?
Yeah?
Do you think there's a difference between the extremists at the Capitol and people who voted for Trump because of his policies?
Why? Do you?
Well, I found out someone close to me voted for him, and it's making me question everything. I don't know what to think. It hurts me that someone who I thought I knew so well actually thinks the opposite of me.
I see. Well, do you think this person's a bad person?
Well, he's never done anything to hurt anybody.
Well, I mean, I guess it's up to you then. Me personally, I don't think I could handle being that close to someone who has such different views than me.
Right. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you.
you.